Hello everyone, welcome to LMC Varsity Sports. I am Rob Moretti. Our first trip to the lacrosse field here at Rhinebeck High School this afternoon. It's the Rhinebeck Panthers at 3-3, hosting the Edgemont Panthers, who come in at 2-4. Rhinebeck is headlined by Jessica Gottlieb, who earlier this season broke the program career records for both points and goals in a career, so definitely the headliner of the attack there. Edgemont, meanwhile, a league opponent. Rhinebeck trying to improve their league record on the season. Opening draw coming up next on LMC TV. Welcome back. Just about ready for the opening draw. Juju Spencer will take it for Rhinebeck, and infraction gives it to the home Panthers. Spencer, who took the draw, still has it. Took a quick stick check from Sophie Schur, but held on. 2 25-minute halves in high school girls lacrosse, and Spencer up the middle, finally met by some defenders and has to back it away. This is Jess Gottlieb, just mentioned her in the opening. Program career leader in points and goals. And Gottlieb sends it back behind. Sonia Finkenberg trying to put on some moves. Has to unload. Across the front, shot got interfered with as Kathleen Da Silva, one of the co-captains, was trying for it. Finkenberg backed up the play. We're through 1 minute scoreless here at Rhinebeck High School. Gottlieb trying to post up, might have a shot, she bounces it home. So a good job there by Gottlieb to add to her career total. Found a seam right in front of the goal and put it through. Jamie Musoff is manning the cage for the Edgemont Panthers. And that's Julia DeLitta on the other side for Rhinebeck. DeLitta, a freshman. And that was a false start. Let's reset that one. Sophie Schur and Juju Spencer once again on the draw. This one looks like Rhinebeck has the upper hand on it. Ground ball. Fought over, still on the ground. Player hits the deck. It's a Rhinebeck ball. Kathleen Da Silva is awarded possession. Just about 90 seconds in, Rhinebeck with the 1-0 lead on the goal by Jessica Gottlieb. Penalty coming in on the play. See how they set it up. Looks like Da Silva's going to have free position here. And that's a pretty spot-on angle. So we'll see if she drives toward the net. She does. The ball popped out. Looks like we're going to do it again. Da Silva interfered with, and this time even better angle. Dead on, straight angle at the net. Da Silva, this time she scores. So two captains, Gottlieb and now Da Silva, have scored for the hometown Panthers. And Rhinebeck leads 2-0. Relatively easy chance there for Da Silva. Take a few steps, wind up, and bounce it through. Not much Jamie Musoff could do. No defensive protection on the free position. Draw control, and this time it will go to Edgemont. And Sophie Schur, just shy of midfield, will start with it. So Edgemont, first chance with the ball. And it's on the ground. There's a push. It's Rhinebeck's ball. So just as quickly as they got it, they lose it. Possession in any form of lacrosse is important, but especially in the girls' game because you're not allowed to hit. So it's harder as a defense to get the ball back. So Spencer, who was racing up, took the contact. I think it'll just be a reset from just outside the circle there. Spencer will have it when we restart. Unloads to Gottlieb. Gottlieb thought she saw a crease there. It was interfered with. Free position for Gottlieb from our angle, right-hand side of the arc. Gottlieb tries to shoot it and missed wide. Teammate backing up was Emily Cohen. Back in Gottlieb's stick now. Spencer. Try to make a move into the circle and took some contact. It's going to be Edgemont ball. So offensive foul, if you will. Emma Hosteri takes it up. And she is across midfield now. Into the attacking third for the first time is Edgemont. Untested is the freshman netminder Delita. Peyton Welker handling now as we're just about 5 minutes in. Rhinebeck up 2-0. And Edgemont with their first real extended possession here. First time in the attack zone. It's Carly Faust with it. Back at the top of the arc, it's Rebecca Cleon. Cleon drives in, comes back out, comes in front, shoots and scores. So Rebecca Cleon gave the Rhinebeck defense the runaround that time. Gets Edgemont on the board. We've got a ball game. It's 2-1 Rhinebeck. So just as easily as that, it's the possession game. Edgemont had no possession, trailing 2-0. The first time they get the ball advanced into the attack zone, they convert for the goal. Juju Spencer back in. I think that's a new player taking the draw for Edgemont. Indeed, it was Jordan Goldberg. And it's Edgemont getting the possession on the infraction. Goldberg bursts through the defense. Goldberg peels off. Thought about cutting in toward the net. This is Faust. Pass out in front was interfered with. Spencer ended up with it. And Spencer hits the deck. She'll have it on the restart. Beautiful April afternoon. Temperatures in the 60s, not a clouded sight. Only white object in the sky right now is a half moon. Just realized short bench for Rhinebeck today. One substitute is what I see over there. Quickly advanced in front. That should be a free position. And it will be for Emma Bucknovich. See if she attacks the net or goes for a cutter. Attacks the net, it works. So the sophomore Bucknovich played that one straight up, and that pays off. Rhinebeck up 3-1. $17:23 to go in this first half, so 7.5 minutes gone by. Rhinebeck at 3-3. Certainly 6 games in, having one of their stronger seasons. And I believe is their 4th season in varsity program history. Might be their 5th, don't quote me on that. It's recent. The boys team actually taking a season off from varsity this year, running the lower levels of the program as you see the practice going on behind the main field here. That's Rebecca Cleon. She has a goal already, and that one either off the post or saved. And April Zhang is the one who comes up with it. Zhang, who played some goal for this team last couple of years. This year as a senior, a co-captain and defender. That ball went out. Sophie Schur has it for Edgemont. Schur takes it around the back of the crease and around. Abigail Meyer with it now. Meyer tries to back down Zhang and has to go elsewhere. Carly Foss now, right behind the net, looking for someone to find for a one-timer. The idea is to find someone who can shoot and score faster than DeLitta can turn around. Goes to the side for Meyer. Meyer rushes around, and they'll reset. 10 minutes gone, the first half of this one. Could be a lane. It is. And it's Cleon again with her second and her team's second. And it looked like that time the entire Rhinebeck defense kind of bit around towards DeLitta's right. And Cleon took the ball straight up the middle, and there was no one there. Had the open angle and took the shot. So Spencer against Goldberg. Draw control in the air. So it'll have to be one off the ground. Finally is picked up by Spencer. So Rhein-Neckar would lead 2-0 and 3-1, now with a 3-2 advantage. Trying to expand on that. Spencer, she does it herself. Juju Spencer right off the win, zigged and zagged and scored. So Rhein-Neckar has that 2-goal lead back that they had earlier. Had it twice. They had it 2-0 and 3-1. Draw control into Rhein-Neckar's half of the field. And swept back by De Silva, but unable to find Spencer. This will be an Edgemont possession. And they'll stop it right there. Sounds like they need Zhang to reposition. Free position here for Edgemont. Real quick. Chance to draw it within a goal. It's Cleon with the ball, and she scored both goals so far for her team. That one's saved by DeLitta. Good job anticipating the low shot. Edgemont still with possession, and another one saved by DeLitta. Julia DeLitta, the freshman, snatching it out of midair twice. DeLitta now has left the crease, looking for a target. Challenged by Schur, she'll have to weave around. Might just take it herself. Comes up pretty far. Unloads it to Finkenberg and then quickly gets back in her cage, and Finkenberg, forced out, has to give it up. So it will be an Edgemont possession. Quickly in the middle of the field with Sophie Schur. This is Cleon with it. Cleon makes some space in front, and that one, I think April Zhang got in the way, deflected it. Edgemont retains possession, but Rhein-Neckar showing some strength in towards the net. It's Cleon again looking for a cutter. They get the cutter and they get the goal. Cleon on the assist this time as Emma Hosteri scores. And we're back within one goal with 12:09 left in the first half. Draw control. Not won cleanly, but Rhein-Neckar takes it. Spencer, who last time just ran right up and scored, this time might have a shot through the same thing. Finally does get challenged, but not legally. The question is it a free position or are they just going to restart? It's a free position for Spencer from the right side hash. She'll race in and doesn't have a hole. So it's peeled off to Silva now. She lost it momentarily, got it back. This is Sonia Finkenberg. She'll lose it. Now Edgemont, if they can convert, across the field, chance to try to tie the game. This is 8th grader Mehek Nanavati who brought it up. Looks like Nanavati will have a free position. Everyone's behind her, so a good opportunity here if Nanavati has any length on her shot to tie us up. We'll see. She does shoot, but it's saved by Julia DeLitta. DeLitta several key saves to the first 14 plus of this contest. And it's a Rhinebeck ball. Nicole Pereira trying to settle it down, absorb some contact. Pereira will have it on the reset. This is Pereira. Up the middle, contact, and that essentially is a charge on Pereira, and you can see it forming that way. Two defenders in her path, and she tried to bulldoze right through them. That gives it back to Edgemont, another chance for them to try to tie. Passing crisp across midfield. Abigail Meyer is harassed and loses it. And Finkenberg showing off the legs. She sprints it across midfield. She's 3/4 of the way down. Finkenberg finally runs into some traffic after going almost the whole length of the field. Gottlieb with it on the stick. She comes up front, had it blocked. And Edgemont back the other way. It's Cleon with it. She tried to spin through. Looks like they got Zhang for the interference there, so a free position here for Rebecca Cleon. 2 of her team's 3 goals, assisted on the other one. She shoots it, saved by DeLitta. Clearing pass was a bit too high for Kathleen Da Silva, and so Edgemont will keep it. But a good save by DeLitta. Certainly keeping her team in the game today. That's a push. They'll stay with Edgemont. Da Silva apologizes to Peyton Welker. Timeout on the field. 8:03 left, first half. It's Rhinebeck 4 and Edgemont 3. You're watching girls lacrosse on LMC Varsity Sports. We return out of the timeout. Peyton Welker had it as we got started up. It's Jordan Goldberg with it now. Now Emma Hostry. Edgemont trying to tie it up. They've trailed more or less throughout. And it's tied. Rebecca Cleon with the hat trick, and it evens it up at 4 apiece. Slight delay in the Rhinebeck defense. Looks like we're ready to go. 7:40 left in this first half, and we are all tied up. Edgemont still hasn't held a lead in this game. And Rhinebeck will have a chance to gain the advantage back here. Brought up quickly by Spencer, who absorbed a push. She'll get to reset. Spencer that time stopped and popped. Gottlieb with it now. Gottlieb. Quick pass in front, the shot blocked up in the defense. Emily Cohen trying to convert that time. Some contact there as it was picked up by Gottlieb. I think she'll have free position here. Restart from the side. To Silva. Spencer. Defenders in her face. Spencer spins out of trouble. Gottlieb. Ducks left. Charges in, and delayed shot was just wide. And no one there backing up for Rhinebeck, so Edgemont will gain possession. This is the goalie Musoff. Not being challenged yet, so she's going to take her time here. Quickly passed up. That's Peyton Welker with it now. Welker up to Nanavati, who had a little trouble settling it down. Cleon, top shelf. That's 4 for the junior Cleon, and Edgemont leading 5-4. Five minutes left in this first half. First lead of the game for Edgemont. They had trailed 4-2. They've scored 3 straight. Substitution right before the draw for Edgemont. Schur checks in for Nanavati. Draw control is won by Spencer. Took a little contact, and she'll have it on the restart. Spencer got hacked at. Question is, where will they spot Spencer? They will make her move back outside the larger circle. Spencer trying to spin into some space, didn't have any, peels it back off. This is Finkenberg. Absorb some contact. Finkenberg will keep it. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Finkenberg, that's some good defense from Peyton Welker. picks up the steal. Also gets to keep the ball. Welker brings it across midfield. Welker into the attack zone. Welker. That one's saved. If you shoot one that's going to bounce near Delita's feet, she's shown she can handle that shot. Stops it more often than not. And able to find a clearing pass to Gottlieb. Gottlieb brings it through. Gottlieb hounded by Cleon. Still in possession of the ball behind the net. Gottlieb goes far side. Two minutes left in the half. It's almost like Rhinebeck's holding for last shot here. As soon as I say that, Gottlieb tried to spin somewhere. No room. She'll take it back to the near side. So Spencer now with it. Spencer took a rush, but backs off, tries to spin away, and she takes some hard contact. Some discussion here. Edgemont coach Rob Breitenbach looked like he was saying it was a charge by Spencer, that she threw herself into the contact. They're not going to change the call. Stays at Rhinebeck. Trailing 5-4 with 1:32 to go. Clock is stopped for this discussion. Question is, where will they place Spencer now? Looks like they're going to bring her into the corner. Okay, not sure how she ended up there, but that's where they spot it. Spencer spins around the defender, around everyone, and scores! Second on the day for Spencer, the first Panther with multiple goals. And with 1:13 left in the first half, we're tied 5-all. So still 73 seconds here. We'll see if either team's able to find an advantage. Looks like Edgemont trying to figure out who's taking the draw. They send up Hostry for it. So go against Spencer, who's taken all of them for Rhinebeck. And she'll win this one pretty cleanly. See if Rhinebeck can get a lead back before halftime. Gottlieb. Up top. Spencer with a whistle. He'll stay with Spencer and the Rhinebeck Panthers. Free position for Spencer. She'll charge up, and that one deflected off something. Looked like it was headed for the net and then just spun to the right. Wasn't wide by too much. 35 seconds now. Rhinebeck still with possession. They'll try to pick up a lead before halftime. That one is wide. Defender got in the way of the shot from De Silva. And it's a Rhinebeck ball with 20 seconds. Clock is stopped. Gottlieb. 15 seconds. Gottlieb flushed back out with 8 seconds. Now 5 seconds. Gottlieb races in, has to get rid of it. Took a shot. And they will give it to Rhinebeck. 1 second left on the clock. Question is, what's the call? If it's free position, she can just shoot it. Try to beat the buzzer. It's not free position, but she might have a shot. With a second left, she might as well heave it at the goal, see if it goes in. She'll shoot on the whistle. And it's saved. So Musoff got in the way. Gottlieb's last second heave did not take the good enough bounce, kind of rolled in there. And at the end of 25 minutes of play, we're all tied up. 5-5 between Edgemont and Rhinebeck here on LMC TV. Back for the second half, teams have switched sides. And we are underway, 25 minutes left to go. And the game all even at 5 each. Edgemont will have the second half's first possession. It's Emma Hostry bringing it up. This is Peyton Welker. Welker brings it behind. Thought about a step in front, but instead continued on the path around the net and behind it. Hostry. Left and right. Whistle before the shot. So the shot does not count, but looks like Emma Hostry will have a free position. Scoring summary real quick in the first half for Edgemont. 4 goals for Cleon, 1 for Hostry. Rhinebeck, 2 goals from Juju Spencer and 1 each from, well, that's another one for Emma Hostry. So Edgemont strikes first in the second half. They lead 6-5. We will finish that Rhinebeck scoring summary. 2 for Spencer and 1 each for De Silva, Buck Navage, and Jessica Gottlieb. So they'll set up for another draw control. Took 1 minute and 5 seconds for Edgemont to strike the back of the net. This one being raked around. Whistle gives it to Edgemont. And it's Hostry who brings it right up. Cycling through, out in front, finally a new goal scorer. It's Haley Faust, the junior for Edgemont, and they've got their biggest lead of the day at 7-5. Spencer wins that one cleanly. Rhinebeck will get to work trying to get back in the game. Spencer with a quick bobble. Unloads to Gottlieb. Gottlieb came in and will be sent back out. Free position. Gottlieb a chance to make it a 1-goal game. And she will not. Saved by Musoff, a kick save. It's going to stay with Rhinebeck here, though. And they've got to make some room there. Gottlieb has it. Around the back. Try to juke move, couldn't shake the defender. They'll stop it here. Free position here coming for Gottlieb. One of the more difficult angles. She races in, trying to put it over the top, but shot wide. Rhinebeck keeps it as Bucknavage backed up the play. She has it now. They'll reset that Spencer. De Silva. As Rhinebeck cycles through, pass came into Gottlieb. She took some contact. It's a good pass. It had been completed. And it looks like Rebecca Cleon's going to be sent off. A yellow card for that infraction on Gottlieb. She'll get the free position as well. And Rhinebeck, some extra personnel, one player advantage on top of the free position. Clock stopped because of the issuing of the card. Gottlieb, same move. Took a cross check, it looks like, as she was again trying to float one over Jamie Musoff. This time the clock runs as they reset, and Gottlieb from straight on will have another chance. Saved by Musoff. Musoff sends it way up the middle, and unmarked was Hostery. Plenty of room, retreating as the Rhinebeck defense, and they do just get in the way to slow her down. Her shot goes off the post. Edgemont still with it, a 2-goal lead, looking for more. This is Carly Faust with just over 20 minutes left to play. Edgemont with the only 2 goals of this second half so far. That one's intercepted. Georgia Myers with some tremendous defense. And Myers will bring it up herself. Myers comes through. Myers, spin move, she shoots and it's saved by Musoff. Trying to get it back. But it's going to go to Edgemont. Good play there by Myers, though. The straight interception, try to run it back herself. And got the shot on goal. This will be brought up by Abigail Meyer on the other side. Guarded closely by Sonia Finkenberg. Meyer still with it. Stoppage looks, we have a shoe tie going on, clock running. And they will set up the freshman Abigail Meyer with a free position. Meyer shoots wide right. Just did miss the pole. It's Carly Foss backing up, saving the possession for Edgemont. Cleon, leading scorer for Edgemont, tried to get a hold to shoot through. Instead, it's Hostry. Action slowed down a bit. Cleon still with it at the top of the circle. Hostry with it now. I'd like to remind you to stay tuned. Mamaronix's boys lacrosse team takes on Mahopac next. That should be a tremendous game, as that one is saved. Ball loose near the crease. And it's Rhinex ball. Mamaroneck-Mahopac, always a good matchup in boys lacrosse. Several meetings over the past few years in the section finals. And one memorable win where Mahopac got shut out on Mamaroneck's field. Unexpectedly, of course. So no love lost between those two programs. That should be some must-see TV. So let's get through this one. It's Edgemont with a 2-goal lead. And extended possession time here, almost midway through this half. That will be Rhinex ball. See if they're gonna have to move that back. Spencer, way back to where she first touched it, right about there. They say that's okay. 16 minutes left, certainly far from decided in this one, just a 2-goal lead for Edgemont with that amount of time. Rhineck with possession now. Important thing is they need to convert, put the pressure on. Spencer, Alicia interfered with. Free position here for Spencer. Opportunity here to get it within a goal and also score Rhinex's first goal of the second half. She peels it toward the middle of the field. No goals yet for Rhineck in this half, and really not a whole lot of possession. Enough that you would think they could have scored a goal by now. Gottlieb. Little contact, they call it clean at first. And it is clean as Edgemont actually gets it on the steal. Cleon brings it up. Got 4 goals to match the number on her back. Oh, and almost thrown away. Carly Foss backed up. Welker brings it up top. Under 14 minutes left, 2-goal lead. Sounds like a recipe for the stall. And Edgemont certainly not attacking the net in any aggressive manner. Playing conservative on offense, trying to extend this possession and limit Rhinebeck's chances to come back in this game. But you'd assume with 13 and a half minutes left, Rhinebeck will get their chances to try to get themselves closer and then even. Also on the docket this weekend, we're hoping to cover Mamaroneck and Scarsdale as they meet on the baseball diamond, but the weather forecast for that game, not good. But if it happens, we'll have it for you. Osterrig just inside the arc, she backs it off, and now a whistle comes in. Little confusion here. Someone had called timeout, but they didn't grant it because it came after the call or if the ball was on the ground, but they're not granting the timeout. And the ball's going to be in the stick of Carly Foss with free position. Faust, it's saved by DeLitta. The holding call there, so Edgemont, very lengthy possession time here for Edgemont. With their 2-4 record, they're trying to get themselves closer to 500. League wins always feel better than your average win. Sophie Schur, who had it. Throw it around, it comes loose. And it's Myers that picks it up. She brings it down the sideline. They're trying to force her out. She cuts toward the middle of the field, spins through traffic. Why is Myers a defender? My goodness. Myers can play some mini. Pass in front, shot. Did she save it? Wow. Nicole Pereira thought for sure she had a slam dunk home. Then on the other side, Anna Nakagama couldn't come up with the pass, trying to intercept it. Abigail Meyer as Edgemont sets up another possession. Cleon comes in and scores. Her 5th of the game, matching Rhinebeck's total, and it's 8-5 Edgemont. Sounds like Rhinebeck wants a timeout. They'll get it. 10:24 left to play. A big draw coming up for Rhinebeck as they need some possession to try to get themselves closer. They trail 8-5. We'll be right back. We're back, 10:24 to play. Draw control. And there's a whistle before Spencer picks it up, but Rhinebeck will have it anyway. Rhinebeck with 10 minutes left to go in the game badly needs a goal. They haven't scored in this half. A lengthy drought that's gone nearly 20 minutes. Gottlieb has it on the restart. Gottlieb still with it behind the net. Gives it up now to, I think that's De Silva back there. De Silva rushes up, shoots it high. Finkenberg backing up, never went out. Came close to stepping out when she scooped it up, but stayed in. That'll extend Rhinebeck's possession. Still 9.5 minutes to play. Gottlieb faked a pass. Now she rushes in, shoots and scores. Gottlieb's second of the game, Rhinebeck's first of the half, and they trail by just 2 with 9:17 to go. So another important draw control. They're all important, but for Rhinebeck, as an immediate infraction there. I don't know if they're going to reset it or give it to one of the teams. They do give it to Edgemont. So I think they have to have it in the middle of the field, don't they? They do. Goldberg will start with it just shy of midfield. She'll bring it up quickly. Unless Edgemont sees an easy chance to score, which they do. You have to finish that sentence. Believe that's a hat trick there for Hostry. And it's 9-6. So much for the stall. As Edgemont saw the opportunity, took it, and they go back up by 3 goals. Draw control high in the air. De Silva able to pick it up. Checked away, nicely done by Cleon. So just like that, Edgemont's back on it. Carly Faust has it from behind the net. Looks like Edgemont might be going into more of a stall here. Still got 8.5 minutes to burn. But with every second they burn, they decrease Rhinebeck's chances of coming back. Really taking their time here. This is Meyer who has it guarded by Jessica Gottlieb. 7.5 minutes to play. And as unexciting as it is, executing a stall is not that easy. It's something teams have to work on. It's strong possessions. Hostry took a shot at it, and DeLitta came up with it on a bounce. And we'll see if Rhinebeck can break it out and cut into that deficit. It's Gottlieb up the center of the field. Quick pass and could not connect with Emily Cohen cleanly. So couldn't get a quick one-on-none, but they do keep possession. It's De Silva now. Sorry, that was Cohen. And pass toward Finkenberg got away. Pass up the field gets away there from Faust. Ground ball will be fought for. May have gone out of bounds, otherwise there was a push. They're giving it to Rhinebeck with 6:20 to go. checked away out of bounds. So Edgemont with possession. See if they try to kill a few minutes off. They'll take the goal. Rebecca Cleon, double hat trick. She's got 6 to match Rhinebeck's total, and it's 10-6 Edgemont. You've got to give Edgemont credit because the first half of this game largely belonged to Rhinebeck. They started the game off with a 2-0 run. They had a 4-2 lead. But ever since that point, being outscored 8-2 from that point, Edgemont really turning it on. And now a timeout. 5:39 to go. Draw control coming up. It's Edgemont 10, Rhinebeck 6. We'll be right back. We are back. Draw control is on the ground, and Hostery with the inside position does pick it up for Edgemont. This is a good chance here for Edgemont with just over 5 minutes left. Up by 4. This is where the stall, there's not really any much of a reason not to stall. As long as you really value possession of the ball and don't try anything too risky. This is how teams can win games. That one comes loose in front. Exactly what I was talking about. Don't try anything too risky. They did. And Julia DeLitta picks it up for Rhinebeck. Under 5 minutes to go, but DeLitta needs an outlet pass. She vacates the crease. And still doesn't have a target. No one challenging DeLitta quite yet, and keep in mind that's because there's a numbers advantage, because the last player on the other side of the field is the goalie for Edgemont. She's not going to come up to challenge. Question, DeLitta could run up the middle of the field quite a bit if she wanted to. Now she'll be challenged, which means someone's got to get open. Being chased back by Faust and took some contact. So make it a little bit easier for DeLitta. And she will unload the pass quickly off the stick of Lucia Kampf. But she picked it back up, tried to come through, ball on the ground, and it's picked up by Sophie Schur. DeLitta just gets back in position, and a whistle stops the play. Will be a free position for Schur, but at least slows her down momentarily. She will shoot it, and she scores. Wait. Maybe she doesn't score. No goal. Rhinebeck possession, so they had some sort of a slash on Edgemont before that shot. See if with 3 minutes left if Rhinebeck can turn that into some instant offense. Gottlieb races up. Gottlieb in front, she scores! Hat trick for Gottlieb, it's a 3-goal game, 2:45 to go. So it's not over by any stretch. Teams have scored 3 goals in 2 minutes 45 seconds. The key is you got to win the draw. If Rhinebeck can keep winning draws, that obviously increases their chances of coming back. Spencer wins that one cleanly and takes off running. Spencer has 2, loses the ball, gets it back. Two and a half minutes left. Gottlieb has scored many for this team. Started off as, I believe, as an 8th grader. De Silva might have some space. It's saved by Musoff. Rhinebeck gets it back. Whistle stops the play. Clock is running. I believe it stops at 2, maybe it's 1. I'm not sure where it's supposed to stop on a whistle, but it does stop now at 1:57 as they set it up. Rhinebeck still with possession. Gottlieb couldn't get the angle. Rhinebeck short on time. Minute 45 left. They need 3 goals to tie it. Gottlieb still hanging out down by the goal line. Cutters are covered. Gottlieb through traffic. It's saved and picked up by the Edgemont defense. That's Tess Jamison who came up with it. Not a bad try from Gottlieb, but Jamie Musoff up to the challenge there. And now Edgemont a very manageable 3-goal lead with 1:20 to play and possession. And it's Cleon who sprints it up the field. Reverses course, goes far side. Will she try to score another here? She does! That's 7. So Edgemont now with an 11-7 lead. 7 of those goals scored by Rebecca Cleon. And 62 seconds left. Starting to get late early out here. Well, I guess late out here for Rhinebeck. Still sunny out, but I wouldn't say it's early. Draw control, fought for. Edgemont has it. It's won by Jordan Goldberg. Goldberg now 40 seconds. Cleon still with it. Just unloaded it to Haley Faust. 20 seconds. Edgemont just has to bleed this one out. Hits the deck. She's okay. Rhinebeck has it with 4 seconds. Not much they can do here. And that will do it. As the buzzer sounds, Edgemont picks up the win, their 3rd of the season. They improve to 3-4 on the campaign with the 11-7 win. Rhinebeck, meanwhile, falls to 3-4. And a league win picked up for Edgemont. Stick around for the post-game show. We'll be right back with it on LMC TV. Rob Moretti back here one more time, wrapping up an 11-7 loss for Rhinebeck to Edgemont and girls lacrosse, a game where Rhinebeck started off quite well. Edgemont really picked it up. They were able to tie the score at 5 at halftime and then really dominated in that second half, outscoring Rhinebeck 6-2. And that's really the difference in the game, was that second half. But Rhinebeck, some strong play, especially Julia DeLitta in goal. Looked really good, especially in that first half. And Jessica Gottlieb doing what she's been doing for years, leading the way with a hat trick for the Panthers today. The CEO of LMC TV is Eric Lewis. The COO is Matt Sullivan. The community sports producer is me, Rob Moretti. And on one of our first nice days of the season, the camera crew outside today, Sean Kelly, Gary Francois, and Jareel Semister. One more time, I'm Rob Moretti. Stick around for Mamaroneck Boys Lacrosse as they host their rival Mayapack. That game coming up next on LMC TV.